started off small has now grown. You have helped make this possible. You have helped make NXT what it is. Tonight, we say thank you. Hey, what up, everyone? Elite Collector 215 here. It's been a while since I've made a video for you guys, and I felt like I should, give you a little cheesy entrance to kind of what I made here. Obviously, with that, I hope you guys already know. So, I made a few customs. I guess you could say about 3. Some titles here, and I made a custom stage as well. I actually finally kind of fixed up my arena here, added a whole lot more people. Never mind this. I don't have the NXT ones just yet, but yeah. Anyway, so here let's show you. So this is my custom NXT Takeover Brooklyn 3 entrance here. None of these graphics were like they're not accurate. Sorry, they're I created all of this stuff. Kind of looked at how it was and made the template and just, kept adding design and stuff like that. But here, as you can see here, this is what we got going on. So this is the entrance ramp, how it looks. So let's take a look at this. I made all this. It's supposed to be like a street, lights on the side. The NXT Takeover, stage design, some lights. Here we have, the actual entrance stage with the NXT logo right there. The Titantron that they now use, and some graphics for the side. I'm pretty damn happy with it. Again, I custom made all of this stuff, so it's not like these graphics are somewhere else. It took me some time and a couple days to be able to make it, so I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do. And if you don't, I don't give a shit, because it's for me anyway. But yeah, so here we have some commentators. As you can see, we have Edge, Jerry Lawler, cameraman. I don't really have any of the NXT commentators until they come out with Corey Graves, I guess. Whatever. But yeah, so here, take a look at some of my crowd got going on here. So these are empty because obviously there was no other commentators that night, and I don't want to remove the WrestleMania off of these. But yeah, so let's get on to some customs, all right? Thanks for watching my little cheesy attempt at creating their entrance somewhat. But anyway, as you can see, I made customs of honestly my favorite tag team going on right now. I don't really recall another tag team that I love at the moment as much as I'm loving these two guys, and that'll be the Authors of Pain. I fucking love this tag team, honestly. I mean, I think they're two big dudes, powerhouses. Their moves together are pretty damn awesome. They recently just lost the titles at, sadly, when I finally go see them live at Takeover Brooklyn, they lost it to Sanity, but it was a hell of a match, and I can't wait for the rematch. I mean, I don't know, I'm sure there'll be a stipulation, but anyway, let's get right to it. So, here you gotta have their manager. So this is supposed to be Precious Paul Ellering. Guy's known for having, shit like that in his hand, or usually rolled up newspaper or something like that. But here, let's get a little detailed into what I created there. So his magazine, as you can see, is actually, I made a old WWE magazine, and it's supposed to be like of the Road Warriors. So, as you guys know, Precious Paul Ellering was the manager for the Road Warriors, but now he's their manager. So, I kind of wanted to combine the two together some sort of fashion, since he was their manager, So, yeah, let's put you aside. You're a basic one. All I did was grab one of the J&J security bodies and put a Stone Cold head on it and call it a day, because that's usually all he has. Anyway, so we have Akam and Rezar. For the love of God, I never remember which one is what. But here we have both of them. I do know one has a tat, the other one doesn't. So here we have them. I made these NXT tag titles myself. I honestly love the NXT titles. All three of them a lot better than the main roster one. I think a lot of people agree with me on that. The design to them is better. They just look better. They feel like actual championship belts, unlike the ones from the main roster. They just, I don't know. They're just not, they don't click with me. I'm not a fan of the tag titles on the main roster. The actual world championship, I think it took quite some time for me to live up to it, but when they unveiled the NXT titles, I loved them immediately. But anyway, so let's put these titles aside. Here we go. You get out of here too. Let's put you right here. So here we go. So as you guys can pretty much know, now they've never worn the attire with the red, black, and white. That's a me thing. I guess you can call it a fantasy attire. I'm a sucker for red, black, and white, so I wanted to put those together. Plus, it was easier that way. Instead of just having the all black camo, not camo, the cargo pants, I wanted to have a camo, and these are already done. So as you can tell, these are actually the Dudley Boyz. For the torsos on both of them, I used Rusev on both because they're both big guys, both bodybuilders. So I wanted to, make sure I have a good, aggressive body to use on both of them. As this one, you can tell, I used different arms. I used, what are they? I used David Otunga arms on this one. As you can see, I also used the head. Did a little modification on it, did the beard. Basically shaved his head down, painted it and gave him the style that they have. And this is a shitty attempt that is, at his tattoo. It was shitty shots that I was able to see. So I just kind of winged it and started looking at the base design, but that's definitely improv. And I sculpted the actual knee pads on both of them because they kind of wore this attire with this metallic knee pads on them that I thought were pretty cool, and I definitely wanted to incorporate that on them. And here, as I mentioned, same body. It's another Rusev torso. However, I used Rusev arms this time on this one. Unlike here, like I said, that I used Otunga because the one is bigger than the other, which will be this one, the one that doesn't have the tattoos. And for the love of God, I don't remember which one is which one's name. But yeah, so as you can see, I also used the Bully Ray head on here. I thought he looked a lot like him. As you can see, I did some modification to it, painted the beard a different color, shaved down the head. Anyway, so yeah, that's my Authors of Pain, guys, and I hope you guys like them as much as I did. But I got something else to show you, along with the arena and these. I wanted to. Sorry, let me just put these on here. So I also had to create a title for the longest reigning NXT Women's Champion. Actually, I think she might have been the longest reigning champion, period. I don't recall, but anyway, she recently had to relinquish her title due to an injury from the match she suffered with Ember Moon. Yeah, I don't know. I'm almost curious if that was scripted for it to be like an injury or if she really did get injured. I know there was definitely some hard shots in that match. It was a great match. So whoever didn't see this takeover, you guys should definitely go back and watch it. I mean, it was an amazing event. Maybe because I was there live, I loved it that much more. But excuse me. But yeah, it was definitely a great event. And those two put on a hell of a match, just like that one. You cannot not make the NXT World Title, I guess you can call it, or the NXT Heavyweight Championship. Of course, I happen to have a Drew McIntyre, so why not? He's the one who won it at the event. I guess I could make a custom one, an updated attire one of him, but not my main focus right now.